just like my photography. It's garbage. Okay, so when I first started photography, I saw some interesting advertisements for a product known as a Lensball, or a generic name for it is a glass photography ball, which is this right here. And I did not buy an official Lensball. I bought one off of Amazon for about a third of the price. So that's besides the point. So I wanted to try this, and I thought it was really cool. And for a while, I tried it in a couple different situations, and I thought it was really interesting. Looking back at it, like at my time of having this, I definitely understand that it is situational. But when I first bought it, I'm like, yes, I'm going to be using this often, and I'm going to make these photos look cool. But after like the first few weeks of having it, I stopped using it, and I kind of just left it aside. And it wasn't until recently I had this very, very bright idea of trying to use the Lensball in the environments that I have been interested in recently, which is like street style photography and just taking photos in the streets, just that general idea. So I wanted to use the Lensball in that situation. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea, but I quickly learned that it's not as good as I imagined it would be. So if you look up the hashtag Lensball on Instagram, you're gonna see a lot of this with a bunch of like nice scenery type of things, like a bunch of landscape shots at the beach, or maybe a nice cityscape of it. And I feel like, yeah, in those situations, the Lensball would be really interesting to, capture in that moment, or in that, that view, that scene. But after going around and trying to take photos of this in the streets, I felt like it doesn't really work the same. Like, I really tried my best to make a video of me using this, but it just, even after 10 minutes of trying, I got tired of it. I was tired of carrying this around. I was tired of trying to force it into a certain shot, and that became a learning moment for me. And what I learned was that if you force yourself to try to take photos of stuff, try to force yourself to be creative, I feel like it's not fun. Maybe I just wasn't thinking of using this in different perspectives. Maybe I needed to change my perspective on it, but at the moment I was using it, I was not enjoying it. Like, I would have rather just put the Lensball back in my backpack and just completely forget about it again, and just take normal photos of what I would have generally liked. But because I set that challenge for myself, I'm like, use the Lensball, use the Lensball, use the Lensball, make a video out of it, I really made myself not enjoy that afternoon of shooting. So, as I'm talking right now, I'm probably showing clips of that failed attempt of a video and failed attempt at shooting with the Lensball. But definitely, like, I was not enjoying it. But like, thinking about it now, yeah, there are definitely times where you can use this and it'll be very good, which is what I said before, like cityscapes and landscapes. But trying to do it in the streets, I feel like it's not as unique, it's not as nice, so definitely like, if you have one of these and you do want to shoot in the streets, go for it, I guess. But for me, I definitely learned that it was not a good thing. And now I'm really understanding that street photographers should carry less stuff, because it's it's a burden to carry all this, especially this thing right here, especially this, carrying this around, trying to frame it in a shot, like setting it up and using it as a prop, and it was just, it was not fun at all. So basically, maybe I just wanted to tell you that I failed at making a POV and like explanation video of using this Lensball in the streets, because that idea was totally bad. Like in hindsight, yeah, I'm just ranting at this point. I'm talking whatever's coming up from the top of my head. I'm just talking, letting it out. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this Lensball if you have, I guess, nice, I don't know, a nice scene, a nice viewpoint. But yeah, stick to landscapes and cityscapes, I'd say, with this, because streets, like general streets, not that good to bring this out. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. I wanted to talk about this, and yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Goodbye.